Hello everyone, and we got some good crypto news for you. Let's talk about Solana, and they're keeping up with the airdrops, so they might actually keep pumping. Their Jupiter airdrop, very look forward to, is going to happen at the end of this month, and many people have qualified. Now, this is a big one because they're going to drop 40% of the Jupiter supply. So basically, we'll see how long the Solana frenzy can continue. And I feel like there's a lot of new products launching, a lot of new protocols launching, and people are going to want Solana for this airdrop. So decentralized trading aggregator Jupiter plans to airdrop its JUP token towards the end of January, probably somewhere between the 20th and the 30th. The Solana-based protocol's founder said Tuesday. And of course, it's the meme coins, the Jito airdrop, and of course, Solana's own price that has seen a surge of Solana interest, which Solana has actually overtaken Ethereum in terms of Google search volume. And of course, we'll see how this works. Now, they're saying altcoin frenzy, but it's really more of a Solana frenzy right now. Of course, they're saying the protocol, by the way, is the founder's name is Meow, like the cat Meow, and they said the protocol was not optimizing for hype or price or perfect price discovery. Rather, the airdrop would be an experiment in conducting a major token distribution, a high-stress event. So basically, there's a million Solana wallets that have qualified for a slice of the unusually large airdrop. And it's 40% of the JUP's total supply. We'll see if the price goes down right after the airdrop because they're dropping such a huge amount of Jupiter. People might want to sell it and cash in, as does happen with giant airdrops. Program routes token buy and sellers through a litany of other on-chain trading venues to find the best price. So if you qualify for the Jupiter airdrop, you have less than 2 weeks probably, maybe less than 3 weeks to prepare for the airdrop. And I'm guessing Solana has several more airdrops coming up. So I think they will try to keep the hype and the FOMO going as long as possible at this point. Crypto stocks are yielding a big opportunity to actually buy. Coinbase actually went down today, 10%. And I know some of the mining stocks did go down a little bit to end the year. Now, obviously, if you look at the divine graph of Coinbase stocks and the price, hasn't really gone down all that much. Way up and then a little bit of a drop. But that's kind of confusing since Bitcoin is past 45K for the first time. Maybe a little bit of cold feet on stocks. Generally, these crypto stocks are going to go hand in hand, essentially, with the Bitcoin price. But, there's going to be some variations. I still think they're going to go up. And if you're looking for something that dipped a little bit to buy in, Coinbase stock is your thing. Now, the only real issue with Coinbase stock, the only real risk with CB stock is the fact that the SEC still has a case against Coinbase, but I don't think that case is actually going anywhere. So I think you should be okay with that. And of course, I think they're safer than mining stocks because mining stocks, you have that halving, and some of the mining stocks may not survive the halving because it literally doubles the mining cost overnight, and Coinbase does not actually have that risk. So if you're looking for a buy the dip kind of thing, Coinbase stock did actually dip at 10%, so you can actually buy it on a slight discount at about $155 at the time of this recording of this video. But the prices probably won't be there for too long because Bitcoin is continuing to go up. They're saying crypto stocks appear overvalued after multiplying in price last quarter, one research firm noted. But of course, you have to realize that Coinbase and a lot of these crypto stocks do hold a lot of crypto, and crypto overall is going up, so there's no reason why the worth of their coins isn't going up. And plus, they also make money off trading fees. Obviously, trade activity is going to go up as Bitcoin and crypto goes up, so I do not actually think they're actually overvalued. So the Bitcoin miners also failed to see any bump in the Bitcoin rally, reversing big early moves higher to close modestly in regular Marathon Digital and Riot platforms were down 1% to 2%. So to close the year, I think some people were expecting above 50K since we didn't actually hit that. They're down a little bit, but not all that much. But regardless, it doesn't really matter because they all depend on Bitcoin price. And like I said, I'm not as confident on the mining stocks as I am on Coinbase and MicroStrategy, but I still think they are very, very strong stocks, and I think you'll see a lot of gain from them. And that doesn't take away from the fact that they've all like 4x since the beginning of the year. And I do think they'll still go up, pending on the rising price of Bitcoin, which I am almost sure that it'll rise in 2024. So obviously, over the weekend, at first, Bitcoin retreated a little bit, and that might just be having a lingering effect. But Bitcoin has gone up. We're over 45K, and I think we're on our way to 50K because the ETF is probably coming by this Friday. So that's kind of like what I have in store there. There are a bunch of Ethereum proposals to watch in 2024. They're all getting ready for what's called the Denkin hard fork, and we're going to look over the Denkin hard fork. First of all, there are going to be 3 testnets. I think it's going to be Denkin hard forks either going to be Q1 or early Q2 this year. And the 3 testnets are Goerli on January 17th. By the way, this is the last hard fork that Goerli is going to be a part of. It's going to get depreciated, and it's not going to be part of the next testnets. Sepolia is going to be January 30th, and Whole Sky is going to be February 7th. So, and then like after they test those 3 for a couple of weeks, I'm guessing they will actually do the mainnet. And there's actually going to be a lot of improvements. The big one, of course, is EIP 4844 or proto-dank sharding. And of course, this reduces fees on layer 2s. Now, it doesn't really scale layer 1s. I think Ethereum has basically given up on layer 1 scaling. So they're scaling everything on layer 2s. There are problems with that, but overall, it should make transactions a lot cheaper on layer 2. I know there was a problem with like transaction fees on like Arbitrum or Optimism a while ago. This should actually solve that problem. But if people actually still use the base chain for anything, it's still going to jam. So the upgrade EIP 4844 will reduce the cost of data availability across all layer 2s up to 100x. They're calling it a transformational enhancement that will slash rollup gas fees by up to 100x. And of course, that's what people are actually looking forward to. Hopefully it improves the efficiency of these two, and basically just makes the blockchain faster. But it does not say much about actually scaling the layer 1, which may not be able to be scaled as well. So Ethereum for sure has basically just ditched the layer 1 scaling in favor of the layer 2 scaling. That might work out for it, but it might actually come to bite them back in the ass later. Not really sure how they're going to handle bigger transactions or transactions with more data. But then again, you really aren't having ordinals on Ethereum. You have NFTs, which aren't actually stored on the main chain, so you might not actually have a problem with that. You also have account abstraction, and obviously the other improvements to the hard fork are going to help account abstraction. The ERC 4337 went live in March, but of course, the new upgrades will definitely help that. You also have delegated transactions. So there's a lot of improvements. There's also transient storage opcodes, which is part of Denkin, and it aims to introduce a new mechanism for handling temporary or transient storage during smart contract execution. Of course, Uniswap is the one that really, really wanted this in Denkin. But they wanted it in Chapella, but they couldn't actually get it in, so they have to wait in Denkin. But if they couldn't rally enough support to reach consensus among the core developers, the upgrade is expected to play a significant role in enhancing the capabilities and efficiency of Uniswap's upcoming version 4 protocol. So Uniswap version 4 is coming soon, probably after Denkin, probably sometime in Q2 of this year. So that's what we actually have to see on the Ethereum side. Of course, you also have EIP 4788, which is beacon block root commits. It's basically like Ethereum has a vast library with 2 main sections, EVM and the beacon on-chain. Before EIP 4788, these 2 sections function somewhat independently. The EVM section doesn't have direct access to the up-to-date catalog. It must rely on indirect methods to understand what's happening with the beacon chain section. EIP 4788 proposes to put a beacon block root, a summary or hash tree root of the parent block into each EVM block. So it'll kind of like link the 2 together. It's very technical, and I'm not really sure if I understand everything that's happening here, but there's a lot of good like bridging, and it looks like they have some improvements to try to have like its own like built-in oracles. And they're going to also deploy a ZK oracle for Lido. Might threaten Chainlink a little bit, but I don't know how much this is going to affect Chainlink overall. So obviously, there's a bunch of like enhancements for Ethereum that they're actually planning, and Obviously, like these dates, January 17th, January 30th, and February 7th for the 3 testnets are the tentative dates if no issues arise. Last time we had a couple issues, delayed a couple months, but this should actually get done before the first half of 2024 is actually out. And of course, they're discussing what comes next, which is the Prague Electra upgrade. And they're considering whether to focus on a large core feature, which could take a year of work, or structure the upgrade around multiple smaller segments, which could be feasible for late 2024. I don't think they're going to do another upgrade in 2024. I think it's probably going to be in 2025 after Denkin. But those are some of the dates for Denkin, some of the features they want to implement, and some of the stuff that Ethereum, especially Layer 2 people, have to look to. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.